Hi, Gabby, Ann Morphew here. I want to show you some simple fixes that if you had gotten a Learning Center tutor or someone that's good at editing to be that second set of editing eyes, you could so easily fix the minor things that kind of make this paper get distracting. It's not in the right format. I'm going to start at the top. This is your MLA page number with your last name and the number, but you see that the font is different than the rest of the paper. So double clicking to get into the header, simply highlighting that, going to home. So you can change the Aptos body font to Times New Roman and then size 12 like the rest of the paper. Boom, that's fixed. Next, you can see that there's more than a double space here, and that's likely due to a line spacing setting in Word. Sometimes it defaults back to it. Additionally, extra gap here, extra gap there, extra gap there between paragraphs. And there is a simple fix for that. I'm going to look, and you also have this centered. See how these are like little centered versus being over on the left justified 1 inch margin for MLA. Let's go back. Extra page there and no works cited. So that would have been an easy thing to do. Remember, in our computer lab week 2, I believe, I have a 15-minute video on using CiteFast, one bibliographical app. You fill all the information in, you click that it's on MLA, because that's what we require for this paper. You go to an online video, put the URL in, and then fill in any blanks like the publisher and the date and things like that. Click Export to Word, and you will have a beautiful bibliography that you can copy and paste starting at the top of its own page. So let's look at the line spacing setting fix. I'm going to select all. I could either go like this and go through all up the lines, or I can just do Command A if I'm on a Mac, Control A if I'm on a Dell or another computer. And I'm going to go to the top setting bar that looks like an up and down arrow. When you click that, skip just the double space thing and go down to where it says Line Spacing Options. It brings up the whole space for indents and or whole page for indents and spacing and for line and page breaks. I see that where it says spacing, I would like to put a 0 on the before, not an auto. I want to do 0 and after 0, and then there's this box to click. Don't add space between paragraphs of the same style. That's going to take care of some of those slightly extra long spaces between, except when I literally am going to have to manually fix some of the extra spaces. So I've got, remember, before a 0, after a 0, and click the box. Don't add space between paragraphs of the same style. Once you click OK, that's going to fix a lot, but I still have these guys I want to take care of. Before I do that, now I'm going to go to right up here with the centering. This is left justified. Currently, you have it centered text. Let's click left justified. See how that moved that over? Now, I'm going to get rid of the extra space between the paragraphs by manually clicking. Yes, we're going to fix that title in a minute. Manually clicking where there's an extra space and pull it up. And I'm wondering if there's, yep, extra space and pull it up. Okay. We noticed that the title that you have put here, I didn't have any of those on our exemplars, but you just triple click, it highlights the whole title, and that can be centered. Boom. Okay. I'm going to put a 5 where you have no 2025. We've got the font changed. We've got the date finished with the year. You've got this centered and everything else left justified. I see that you have indented this paragraph. and MLA loves that. You indent the paragraphs unless a teacher tells you that they need the block or something. But this first one's not indented, so I'm going to click before the I and indent. And now this part of your paper is good, except you're missing that works cited, and the directions for TED Talk 1 said only one page. So, as amazing as your delivery discussion is, to make this just one page, oh, here's another extra. You probably need to consider condensing the intro and conclusion so it has less repetition, because you want to get rid of this many lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, you may not need that beautiful intro and conclusion both, and some of the intentional repetition, because you have the constraints of a one-page paper. The last thing I want to fix, just because it bugs me, is this is giving me a red line saying, hey, put a space there, right? There you go. I don't know if you care about any of this, but see how easy you can fix this. So get a second set of editing eyes on your work, and you can make sure that it's in the right format.